Hey everyone, hope you're all good. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well. Now, I unfortunately wasn't able to go on my channel last night and do a live stream, so I thought I would come on here today after the day after to reflect on it and talk about it. But before I do that, I just wanted to address something. Um, I had to start a new Twitter because I can't get into my old one. So I just wanted to say that if I've tried to follow you, it is actually me. Don't worry, it's not someone else. I've tried to change my password and I just can't get back into it. So my new Twitter is TV_Soph. I might get back into it. I don't know right now, but I just wanted to say that I'm still here and all is okay. I'm okay. Hey Phil, yeah, I don't know if you heard, I've had to start a new Twitter, so I think I've tried to follow you, so let me know if you got it. But yeah, it really sucks. But I've got a new account for now, so but yeah, I'm all okay, I'm all back. I hope you guys all okay that are watching this. Please do hit the like button, hit the subscribe button before we get into it. But talking on the game, honestly, that was incredible. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I did think Newcastle were gonna be a bit better than what they were. It was quite a comfortable win for Arsenal. Like, I know they scored that goal at the end, but I really didn't think they really did much. I just don't think they were defensively at the best. Woki Cookie, flattered that you're following me. What is your app? Because I want to know. Um, just want to check what your eye is, because I know I followed you probably. I've just had to follow so many people, and Twitter is driving me nuts at the moment. And thank you, Phil. I'm glad you're still here. But yeah, Newcastle for me was so poor. Like, I think Arsenal really thoroughly deserved that win. I just thought we were dominating the game. And yeah, I'm just really happy that I'm over the moon, and I've got to talk about Kivior as well, because a lot of fans did write him off a little bit, and honestly, he really is impressive. Like, every game he's getting better and better, and I'm not gonna lie, when Zinchenko comes back, I don't think you can automatically put him in the team unless you put him in the midfield, because it wouldn't really be fair. Kivior, he's actually really done well to, perform at his best in the team in a different position. So yeah, I feel like for me, Kivior's doing a fantastic job, and I'm just really happy at the moment. I know in midweek when we had our game against Porto, we didn't do very well and we struggled, which does happen. But I'm very happy that we bounced back, and I did expect us to bounce back because I know the mindset of the team has been like that for a while. We've got some really incredible players that have got a really good mentality to do that. So for me, I'm really overall really happy with that performance. Jorginho as well. Like, for me, I would definitely want to extend his contract. Like, I know that the talks have been about that, but I personally would. I know he is getting a lot older, but I just feel like he really is the perfect fit for Arsenal, and he has the experience that we need in the team. So I hope Jorginho going forward, he will be a part of our future. And Phil said, I thought the first half was the most one-sided performance against a top side I've seen in many years. Yeah, honestly, like, I couldn't believe it. Like, no, I went into the game not being like cocky, not being, like that, because I know we can get carried away when results are going our way. But for me, I thought Newcastle would have done a lot better. I know in the second half they started a bit stronger. They, had a few more chances in attack, but they really didn't offer us anything. Like, we were the team that had the most possession. We were the one that making things happen. Like, it was all us. Like, we weren't really doing anything. So that really surprised me. But I think Newcastle have really struggled this season. I know they've got injuries as well, which doesn't help. But yeah, Arsenal really were a joy to watch. I'm really, really delighted. Okay, I'll check. I'll check out your Twitter when I get back. I know I've probably followed you anyway, but yeah, exactly, Jason. I'm really, really happy. Um, Chris, congratulations, Liverpool. Liverpool just won the Carabao Cup. Thank you for beating Chelsea. I couldn't have them win anything. Like, I'm not gonna lie. They had so many chances. So did Liverpool. I don't think Liverpool, the Van Dijk header should have been offside. Personally, I think. Yeah, Liverpool. It's hard. I think it was quite an even game. Like, you both had both teams had really incredible chances. But yeah, for me, it was really interesting. I thought it was going to go to penalties, but you scored, you got it. Happy for you. I'm not going to lie. Like, when I watched Klopp lift it, he looked so happy. You can see how much he loves Liverpool, and I think him leaving, it's a sad ending, but it had to happen one day, didn't it? And I just don't think you could replace Klopp. He's just someone that's so incredible. So yeah, really well done to Liverpool for doing that. And another season Chelsea get to a final and don't win it. So I'm very, very happy. Phil said, I had £4 in my Sky Sports bet account and stuck it on like to score next goal. Oh my God, Phil, like, wow, can you predict the future now? You're doing good. Chris says, brilliant win for Arsenal. Yes, I'm really, really made up. I kind of was confident going into the game that we would win, because I just felt the players we have compared to theirs, like they've obviously got a few injuries, and I just feel as though we have the quality to kind of, win. But yeah, I'm surprised like how good we were and how poor they were. Like, but we completely deserve to win, and also I'm really happy for Saka as well. He's really grown in confidence. Like I know at the start of the season he struggled a bit with that, but he's just doing so well, and I'm absolutely excited for him. And yeah, a really comfortable performance. Raya as well. I thought Raya had a really good game as well. I know we obviously conceded at the end, but Joe Willock as well getting on the score sheet. But yeah, listen, it happens. But I think Raya had a good game too. I think everyone really did amazing. And yeah, it was funny seeing other players come on, because at that point we knew we'd won, so we just had to throw on a few subs and give players a few more minutes, like Eddie, because if Eddie does go in the summer, it would be good for people to watch him now, and see, and yeah, get him some more minutes for sure. Harry's opinion said, how do you feel about the Champions League? Yeah, I feel like no, it would be very, for me, I don't think it would be realistic to say that we would win it, because I know it's our first season back in the Champions League, so for a long time. So I feel like at the moment, we've got a big game to play at the Emirates. I know we didn't win that game, and I don't think we should get carried away, because it's we're only 1-0 down, like it's not the end of the world. At the Emirates, we have that amazing support there, and we've got the ability to beat, so many incredible teams. We beat Liverpool at the Emirates, we beat Man City at the Emirates. So like I feel like we've got that, we've got to stay positive about that. But I've very much said we can do it. And yeah, I just don't think we should give up, because I feel like we've got a really good squad, and I know we've got other players coming back in our team. Timber eventually will come back. We've got Partey, and Zinchenko. So I feel like I'm confident that we could probably get to the quarters, the semi-finals. The semi-finals for me, I'd be happy with. But if we did go out, I'd be very disappointed, I'm not going to lie. I don't think it's good to overreact. I think when the season's gone, like say if we won the league and we didn't win the Champions League, we didn't get far in the Champions League, I would think, you know what, we've won a league title, like I'm very happy with that. But I know it's our first season back in the Champions League, so I feel like we've got to be realistic about our expectations with that. But yeah, I think we've got to stay hopeful at the Emirates, because I feel like we can do it. I feel like away games in Champions League are always difficult, and I feel like people might have underestimated that. But yeah, definitely feel like we need to stay positive about the Champions League. But I know how much the teams are enjoying being in the Champions League. The players really love it. So yeah, the assist for Havertz's goal was so good. Yeah, and you know what? It's really good to see Havertz scoring like consistently, because for me, like I've said, I think he's doing everything right, but he just needs to get them goals up, and to see him do that is really, really good. I feel like he's in the right environment now, and at Chelsea, I don't feel like that was probably the best environment for him, and sometimes a fresh start helps. So, yeah, really, really happy for him, definitely. We may have lost to a weak Liverpool side, but at least it wasn't that weak. Yeah, I know in the cup we lost to them, and it obviously was frustrating, but like I feel like we have to move on, and we've got a really good squad. So yeah, I hope Liverpool, now that they've won the Carabao Cup, they can let us win the league. I do want to really win the league. When you see teams with trophies, it makes me think, oh my gosh, I want Arsenal to do this. It makes me really miss it. So I hope we can. Hopefully Liverpool will return to their students years. Yeah, let's hope so. Let's hope the downfall of Liverpool will be there, even though that sounds pretty bad. But yeah, I hope so too. Don't really want Liverpool to win anything, but I hate Chelsea. Like honestly, I really thought Chelsea, with some of their chances, I was really thinking they were going to win it. Um, and Keller had. Oh my gosh, the saves he made were absolutely phenomenal. And I was anxious that I was like, please save them, because Chelsea fans online are unbearable. I'm not going to lie to you. So Liverpool fans, I can tolerate and I respect for, but Chelsea winning, nah, I just couldn't tolerate it, to be honest. Um, Quarters minimum for Champions League. Yeah, I agree. Like I've said, I completely agree with you. I've got a Newcastle fan in the building, Georgie. I hope you're okay. Hello, Sophie. Still recovering from that 4-1 loss. Yeah, I hope you're okay. It was. I didn't expect Newcastle to do a lot better than what they did. So I think you'll have to bounce back soon. Hopefully, you can get Europe spot. I mean, I've said that. I'd hope for that too. That you can get that. I know last season you did really well to get top four, but I definitely think this season you could get that Europa League spot. So I think you've just got to get a few results back, and you'll go on a really good run, definitely. So yeah, still stay hopeful. Um, but Liverpool deserved it. Yeah, it was. Yeah, Van Dijk. Van Dijk had two headers. It was just his game, wasn't it? Today, I thought he was phenomenal today for Liverpool. I think in extra time with Liverpool, I felt as though they had more energy. I know both teams you do get lucky at that time, but I felt as though Liverpool were a much stronger team. And what was really interesting? Like Liverpool had a few young academy type of players on, and Chelsea was still not able to beat them, and it was a risk for Klopp to do that. So I feel like for me it was really interesting to see. Um, Klopp take that risk, but it paid off, and it was good to give other experienced players a rest. But Klopp had the right experience on the team to then have young players on. Daniel Mitchell said, "What's your new Twitter name?" So, yeah, follow me on my new Twitter account, which is TV_South. It should work okay. I might get my new account back, but my old account are back. But for now, like if you want to see my links from when I upload to YouTube, just go onto that Twitter. And if you can't able to access that, please always follow me on Instagram at Goona Gossip TV, because I will always be on there. Twitter at the moment is just really like annoying. um, I don't feel flush after my one bet, Sophie, as it basically how much I spent after visiting family and friends. Yeah, I mean you probably spent that amount of money with that anyway, but it's cool to win that, isn't it? Just realised we've beaten Liverpool City and Newcastle. Yeah, that's really good from us, to be honest. Um, Insta is for the kids. Yeah, I do like Instagram, but I sort of prefer I think Twitter I kind of like more, but Instagram I do like to post pictures as well. But I get to interact with you guys more on Twitter, so that's why it's so annoying that I've probably lost a few people. But I'm just grateful that you guys have followed me, so I can still stay in touch. Hold the L, Astrid Ware. Honestly, some Chelsea fans online make me laugh, to be honest. Hey Doug, lovely to see you in here. Please go out and subscribe to Doug at Football channel. Doug is an amazing Liverpool fan and excellent YouTuber. And congratulations on the win. I'm sure you're very happy with that. It was a really good game from both sides. It always, Chelsea and Liverpool, like Liverpool always do win the final, so I was expecting Liverpool to get that win anyway. But yeah, really good win for you guys. But yeah, talking on the Arsenal game, because I feel like I've waffled on about so many different things. I just wanted to like speak about the whole thing about the game, how I'm feeling, and please tell me how you're feeling about that win, because I know we have Sheffield United soon. And for me, if we lose Sheffield United, I just can't imagine us doing that. We should be winning those type of games. And I feel like for me, I'm really impressed with the fact that the team have put the Porto result behind them, because if we're being completely honest, we can't let it affect us. We do have to move on from difficult games when you lose. So I'm really happy we were able to kind of do that, move on from it. And yeah, I just thought our performance was, like Phil said before, it was very one-sided, and it was complete dominance from Arsenal. And I was quite shocked, like I've said, with Newcastle, because they were really, really poor in my opinion. But yeah, I just feel like overall it was just a really impressive team performance, and I'm just over the moon. Obviously, it would have been nice to get that clean sheet, but I just feel like this team is gelling really well together, and I know in the title race at the moment. I think we're about 1 point behind Man City and 2 behind Liverpool, if I'm right in saying. So for me, it's like really getting close now, and obviously we've got that massive game against Man City on the 31st of March. And I've said this, I believe if we win that, then we can win the league. I know Liverpool as well, they've got to drop points as well, so it does depend on them. But I think Man City might be playing Liverpool soon. There's going to be a lot of difficult fixtures coming up. We can't forget we've got Tottenham away as well. We've got Man United. So we've got some really difficult fixtures coming up. But I feel like you're so right. Taking it game at a time is what we should do. It's nice to get carried away and enjoy the moment, but realistically, we're getting there. It'll be nearly the end of the season, but we've really got to stay focused on each game, game by game. And I just love how the teams celebrate with each other and enjoy the moment. I know people have complained about Arsenal celebrating, and to be honest, I know that it's the media that hate. I feel like if you hate Arsenal for celebrating, then you're just against us. Like, I believe that, because whenever I see other teams celebrate, I know that they're enjoying their moment, and I wouldn't criticise them for that. So, for me, I just really adore this team so much. I look at defensively, we've got such an incredible partnership in Gabriel Saliba, and Kivio's really stepping up. He's really becoming an incredible player to have in this team. And a lot of people criticised him, saying, about selling him, and I never jumped on that hate thing, because I just really thought that we needed to give him time to settle in this team. If you've not really played consistency, you can't really, you're not going to have the best first game, are you? You've got to get into the rhythm of things. So I just think he's done an excellent job. And yeah, I just feel like with Havertz as well, it's so lovely to see him, get on the score sheet. His performances have been really incredible. So yeah, I just feel like really positive about Arsenal at the moment, and I can't really, criticise anything right now. I'm really enjoying it. I'm really, really happy. Hey, Guna Gathering, lovely to see you in the chat. Hope you're all okay. Hope you enjoyed that win. It was a really incredible win for the team. And please do go over to Guna Gathering, do subscribe, because they do amazing Arsenal content. I've had them on my channel before. I've also been on their channel, and they're great people. Bertie and Lee, and the guests they have on are amazing. So yeah, please do go over and subscribe. I just followed. Oh, thank you so much. I'll give you a follow back when I've finished the stream as well. Phil has said, I never thought I would be seeing Kai is essential to how we play, but as for Ryan, he still isn't better than Ramsdale, and no one can tell me otherwise. Yeah, it's an interesting one, really, because it's when you look at Ramsdale now, I'd probably see him getting sold in the summer for us to make money to buy other players. But other than that, yeah, I think Raya for me, I've accepted for me that Ramsdale isn't coming back, and I do like Raya. Uh, it's hard to kind of say who I think is better, because I'll always love Ramsdale, but I feel like for me, Raya has really stepped up. He's really a key part in our style of play as well. His distribution really for me is excellent, and I feel like he's made some important saves in our games. I know the save against Porto, that's an argument for a different time whether you think he could have done better on that. But for me, I would personally say I'm happy with him at the moment. I think he's doing a good job. It's his first season at Arsenal, and I definitely see him as being a part of our future now. Phil says, our best defence since the Invincibles for sure. Yeah, I definitely feel like the defence we have now, I've been an Arsenal fan since 2015, around that time, and I can't say we've had a better defenders. Like, say our back four, or if you're looking at Gabriel and Saliba, I don't think we've had any better defenders than them. I think they're absolutely incredible. Like, they're just perfect together. And I do believe Gabriel is starting to get more credit because I know he's also starting to score more as well, which is obviously what we want to see. But Saliba's the guy that does get a lot of the credit, so it's really lovely to see Gabriel as well get some praise for his performances. So I'm really, really happy with defensively who we've got. Bless you. So thank you. You're very, very welcome. I hope you are good as well. Hey Niall, lovely to see you in here. Thank you for joining my stream. I hope you're okay. I hope you're having a lovely day. Phil says, I wasn't entirely sold on Gabriel till Saliba started playing with him, and maybe Saliba made Gabby a better player. Yeah, I think so, because when Gabriel came, I feel like for me, he was playing with people like I can't remember for sure I think he had like Pablo Mari with him as well. I don't know if Mustafi was still there, but for me, the defenders that Gabriel was playing with weren't making him better. And I feel like, if Gabriel was playing with a Van Dijk at the time, Gabriel would become better because he is around better players. So I feel like if you're around players that aren't really at your level, then you're probably not going to do as well. So I feel like for me, I completely get your point. I definitely feel like he's completely elevated because he's around good players, but I also think he is a good player. I mean, people used to say with me, with Tierney, he would only stand out because around him he didn't have good players, but I agree with that to a certain extent, but I also feel like Tierney he stood out because he was a good player, not just because of who he had around him. So it's a good point to make. Great win for Arsenal, 4-1. Yeah, I think when you read it like 4-1, it does sound like a really big performance, the big result, and I feel like Arsenal really needed this victory. And yeah, I'm really, really happy. And I think for me, it's really important for us to get our goals up because, say, at the end of the season, if it does go down to goal difference, as long as we've, kept our, if we've scored as many goals as we can, that's the most important thing. But I definitely think us playing Man City is going to be a big, big result. No world-class saves from Raya and weird positions for Porto and Newcastle goals. Yeah, I think when the season's gone, I think it'll be interesting to make our judgment of him then as well. But yeah, I'm really interested to see, how it's going to go as well for that. Niall has said, like, subscribe and share. Oh, thank you, Niall. Please do what Niall says. Please do like this stream. Please do subscribe and share. I also want to mention that on my other Twitter, I did mention about a giveaway, and I will do that, I promise. I was going to do it today, but I want to wait until a few days. If I can't get back into it, then I'll do a giveaway on my new Twitter account. So yeah, please keep tuned. I promise you I'll still do it. So, yeah. Kivior has settled in and not sure I'd drop him for Zinchenko. Yeah, it's an interesting one to point out. Would you drop, to you guys that are listening, does Zinchenko automatically get back in the team, or does Kivior, should he stay? I mean, I've heard a few people saying that Zinchenko should. Yeah, I've heard a few people say that Zinchenko should go in the midfield, Kivior at left back. I mean, what do you guys think about that? I think for me, I'm open to any of them, to be honest. I mean, it's Sheffield United. I feel like we could afford to do something like that. We could afford to change it about a little bit. But yeah, it's hard. I mean, I really like Kivior, and I feel like in my head, how can we drop him? Because if someone's performing well, you would always start them. Like, if someone performed bad, I could understand if you dropped them. But it's an interesting one, really, isn't it? I personally don't know. I mean, I'm loving Kivior at the moment, so for me, it'd be harsh if we did drop him. But I know Zinchenko, when he's not in the team, he brings something different, and I love how he plays, how he fits in this team. So. Yeah, I completely agree as well. Completely agree with this. Yeah, Saliba is probably one of our best defenders we've had in such a long time. I really do rate him so much. Yeah, thank you, Poch. Hey Ruth, lovely to see you in here. I absolutely adore you, and I love your tweets. I love your artwork. So it's fantastic to see you in here. Hey Sophie, I still can't believe Declan Rice plays for us. He's such a sensational player. Yeah, it still hasn't hit me. Like, it feels so surreal that he's still a player of ours. He's so incredible. I said I think he could be a future captain of the club because the way he leads the club, like how he plays and his performances, I think he's absolutely incredible. And I feel like this season he probably wouldn't be doing as well if he wasn't in this team. I think he completely elevates and improves this Arsenal side. So yeah, but I just love him. I'm so happy. How many are we going to put past Sheffield United? Wow, what a question. Let me know in the comments, or those that are watching this, what you think. For me, I reckon 4-0. I think we can win 4-0. I think Sheffield United obviously aren't doing good at the moment, and we are growing in confidence. Since the bye in the Premier League, we've honestly been on fire. Like, we can't stop scoring. We're doing so well. And yeah, I'm feeling really happy about our performances. So I'm going to go 4-0 Arsenal. What do you guys think? I just can't imagine us not scoring any goals because we're constantly scoring goals. So, um, and Wookie Cookie said there might be some games where Cine will be more suited. Yeah, exactly. So there will be games in the Premier League where, Kivior might be better suited, or, Cine might be better suited. So it's interesting to see how it will go. But I don't know what Arteta's going to do. I think he might stick with Kivior. I don't really know when Zinchenko is going to be back, to be honest. So it's going to be really, really interesting to see what happens with that. But yeah, I would say I'm quite happy with how things are going with Kivior. I know I love Rami, so don't get me wrong, I'm not anti-Raya, but still have to be won over because we have been so good defensively. Yeah, I get that. I think for me, because he's got such a good defense in front of him, he's also, like you said, that makes it a bit easier for him because, if you've got a defence in front of you, it will obviously make you better as a goalkeeper. So I completely get what you're saying. I think for me, it's going to be interesting to see, at the end of the season. Like, I think Raya has made some good saves, but I wouldn't say he's made some of the saves Ramsdale made. Ramsdale at the Leicester game, I'm pretty sure when Leno. No, actually, that wasn't last game. I do not. I can't even remember now. But I know that Mo Salah saved last season. Absolutely saved us for that in the title race. So I could name you so many saves Ramsdale has helped us through. I think I'm going to see how it goes. And at the end of the season, we can speak about is Raya better than Ramsdale, because Ramsdale had a good season last season. So I'm going to be interested to see who's better. Sheffield United, you and me can't play up in front and would still score a ton of goals. That is true. I'm not going to lie. Sheffield United have been very, very poor at the moment. I don't even know if they've won a game. I'm going to just check now to see where they are in the. I was going to say in the tower race in the league table. Well, they're actually at the bottom of 20th. If we lose to them, that'll be embarrassing. Yeah, I think they're on 13 points, which is pretty bad. So, yeah, we've really got to win against them. If we don't, it would be a little bit humiliating. But I feel like we can win. I'm feeling hopeful. But yeah, me and Phil, we could definitely score goals. We wouldn't even need to try. We could just do it. Love you too, Soph. Oh, Ruth, it'd be good to have you on my channel one day if you ever felt up for it. Yeah, big up. We love you, Ruth. Wonderful. I love her artwork so much. It's incredible. I'm going 5-0 against Sheffield United. Yeah, I reckon we could, I think we've got what it takes. I mean, Sheffield United are 20th. Like, they are so poor. Like, we really need to be beating them, definitely. Those are the type of games where we should be winning in the title race, because we've shown that we can beat, top 6-7 teams, but we've beaten Liverpool, Man City, Newcastle as well, but we've really got to beat those teams as well, definitely. So yeah, I'm feeling good at the moment. I can't think about Ramsdale to get too upset. I used to feel like that all the time, because it was really difficult. Ramsdale, like, he signed a new deal as well and everything. I just felt he was going to be part of our future. So it is disappointing that he isn't. But yeah, we've got to stay positive, Phil, and I completely get how you feel. Good morning, Stan the Man. Lovely to see you on here. Just to let you know, as I've told a lot of people on here, I have got a new Twitter account at the moment. If you do want to follow me, it is TV_Soph. I might get my old one back. I don't know, but I just wanted to let you know so you are all up to date with when I upload on YouTube and everything. I'm going to be back as well on Tuesday. I'm joined by an Arsenal fan to preview the Sheffield United game, and we will be going live. I think it's about 8 p.m. So I'm looking forward to that one too. But yeah, I usually go live after the game, but I didn't really get a chance. And yeah, I was just really happy with that win and wanted to enjoy it. So I'm happy to go live today. It's really fun doing these sort of stuff. Yeah, a really good win. Everyone's happy. It's lovely to see Arsenal fans happy. It's a really enjoyable win. I'm over the moon personally. I think, like I've said, I didn't expect us to win by so many goals. I'm really enjoying it. It's incredible. I'm happy that it's good to see that we've got a lot of different goal scorers. Like, it's not just the same person who's scoring the goal. And yeah, is it Amanda from the Same Old Arsenal podcast? It's not, but I'm definitely going to sort out getting her on soon because I was going to do a video of her and then, I forgot and it got busy. But yeah, I'm definitely having her on soon. I would also love to know who you guys would like me to kind of do videos with. I'd always love to hear your thoughts as well. Because I always like hearing what you guys, want to say. And I do a lot of community posts. So, yeah, do keep in touch and let me know as well. But yeah, I'll be back on Tuesday. Like I've said, it's going to be a really good, chat. And I'm just feeling really happy at the moment with our win. Hey, Lucas, hope you're okay. I just wanted to let you know that I've got a new Twitter account. It's TV_Soph because Lucas will actually be coming on my channel very soon. We're going to preview the Arsenal versus Man City game together, which will be interesting. So we'll do a video in a few weeks. So I can't wait to have you on, Lucas. It'd be lovely to chat with you. I love Amanda. You must get her on. Yeah, I did a video with Amanda about a year ago, and it was so lovely to have her on. And that was actually my first ever live stream I did on my channel. So yeah, it was really, really good to have her on and do that. I would definitely have James on very soon, hopefully. I mean, I could do a video of him at the end of the season, but I would always love to hear what you guys have to say about who you'd want on my channel as well. But I do want to mention about the game yesterday, like what you do notice is that, the amounts of attempts we had on target to compare to Newcastle, it shows you kind of how, midfield as well, how much we were able to keep hold of the ball and create them chances. And I think Declan Rice, like Ruth said, is such an important player for us. Like, we had literally 11 attempts on target, 7 on target. We had 11 attempts, and Newcastle had like 1 on target. So it just shows you kind of how much Arsenal really improved in that game and how much better we were. But I do think I'm going to read you actually a bit about Arteta, what he said, because I wanted to kind of talk about that because I can imagine he would be very happy with that result. Arteta spoke to TNT and he said he liked everything, the way we started, the aggression, the positivity. We started to generate chances the team didn't want to stop. The atmosphere was phenomenal. I'm really pleased we knew 2-0 wasn't done against a very good team. We had to get the game done, and we did it. Jorginho was really good. We believed it was a good game for him. He is a fantastic player. I liked all the goals, the ones that are really scrappy and don't go on YouTube. They were as effective. We are scoring in different ways, and that's positive. Arteta completely agree with what he said. I think that even when we were 2-0 up half time, like I could just feel that more goals were coming and we wanted more goals to happen. And I feel like it was a really, really incredible performance. And like Arteta mentioned about Jorginho as well, it was a really underrated performance from him. I feel like someone said before, he's like our unsung hero. He's such a wonderful player to have at Arsenal. And yeah, we're feeling really positive about it all. And what I love about our goals is how different they all were. Like Saka's goal for me has to be my favourite. I know I'm a Saka fan and probably his number one fan, but I feel like, his goal was really good. The way he did it, he made it look so easy. Kivior's goal as well. I know some of them are on set pieces, and it's really good to see in set pieces how we're able to get our goal scoring more up. So I feel like for me, um, yeah, it's really good to see we're scoring different type of goals, like Arteta said, and I feel like that's really a positive thing, because if we're struggling to score, in open play, we can still score in set pieces. So we're still figuring out different ways to find, score goals. So, yeah, I feel like I'm really, really happy at the moment about how different ways that we're able to score. Oh well, I must check out my two favourite Guna podcasters. I love Amanda on the Same Old Arsenal podcast. She's very knowledgeable and she's really good at, what she does. So yeah, I'll be um petitioned to have the club build a Nicholas Jover statue. Literally, he has done an absolutely incredible job. I feel like for me, since like we've come up from Dubai, I think we've worked on set pieces. I know Declan Rice for me is really, really good at set pieces. Like he is the leader of that. He is the one that does the corners as well. I know for our first goal, I do think that Stan said, I thought me and Daniel were favourite podders. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like for me, since we came up from Dubai, our set pieces have completely improved. We are doing so well at it, and I'm just really happy that we're finding different ways to win and score goals. Because before Dubai, like I feel like all of our players lack confidence at the same time, which is obviously, it's really unfortunate for that to happen, and to see us obviously, we can't stop scoring. I can't remember like how many goals we've scored since Dubai, but we are honestly on fire. Like we just can't stop scoring, and yeah, I just think that the way we played, I loved how hungry we were to keep scoring more goals. I think it really shows you that this team, have that desire, that hunger to want to win more. Because when you've scored 2 goals, you're not really automatically going to win the game. Because if Newcastle scored 1, then they could easily get back into the game and get momentum from that. But for me, I feel like the fact we were able to score 4 goals, it really showed you that we just love scoring goals, and this team is really enjoying, playing at the moment. And I feel like it's really good to see, Havertz, he's doing really well at the moment. I'm interested to see at the end of the season, how many goals Havertz will have scored, because he's on fire at the moment. He's got that confidence growing in him, and yeah, I'm going to be interested. Let me know how many goals you think Havertz is going to score. I don't remember off by heart how many goals he is on at the moment. I think he's under Saka's goals. He might be on maybe 5 or 6 goals, but let me know in here if you can see how many goals Havertz has scored. But I think if he was able to score about 15 in the Premier League, I'd be really made up with that. I think it would be a really positive thing to see. So fingers crossed. Havertz can keep scoring and keep making us proud of his incredible performances. Yeah, we scored 25 goals since Dubai. Yeah, that is really impressive, isn't it? And I feel like it's weird because I remember reflecting on the Fulham game afterwards, and I was thinking this team isn't gelling, and I couldn't understand why. And the blame does go to Arteta sometimes when it shouldn't, and it's more on the players, because it felt like there was just no gelling in this team. And now that we've come up from Dubai, I think the team really needed a break, because I could tell they were just really, really exhausted. Because if you look at a player like Saka, he is playing every game, and he really needed that break to recover and to rest. I know the whole team did. So for me, it was just the right thing to do for the team. Um, Definitely agree, Woki. Jova is a freaking genius for what he has done to our team. Yeah, he really, really is. It's really good to see the improvements in that set piece. And Declan Rice is obviously a big part to play in our set pieces, because he has really improved that for us. And yeah, not only does he help us assist, but he scores absolute bangers, especially against West Ham. So yeah, I'm feeling really, really happy about it all, to be honest. I definitely think we are going to have a good season. And I'm going to stay on here for a few more minutes, and then I'm going to head off. And like I said, I'll be back on Tuesday at 8 p.m. and I'm really looking forward to it. I love chatting with you guys. I could do this like all day. I enjoy it. But yeah, to those that might be new to this, please do subscribe as well. Please do hit the like button for me. I would really, really appreciate that so much. But yeah, Arsenal, in the title race, I feel like it's probably more. It is in Liverpool hands at the moment. They've got it. it's theirs to lose really. But for me, I'm still optimistic that we have enough to do it. I know we are short in maybe a striker, and JC's will be coming back soon, and I think that does affect things a little bit. But for me, I'm still hopeful we can. I think you should always believe until it's impossible. You know, when we mathematically can't do something, and that's when you should stop believing. But for me, I won't stop believing till we can't physically do it. And so yeah, I hope we can do it. I think we've got some good big games coming up. Fad podcast as always. So thank you so much, Phil. Always lovely to see you in here as a guest. And we will beat City and Liverpool and win the title. I hope so, Phil. Would really hope to see that. I think do you know what? I believe we can beat Man City. I think it's going to be an extremely tough game because I remember watching the Man City. I think it was Man City first Brentford game, and no offense, Man City, but they were okay in the game, and then they had a moment of magic. Haaland scored, and then Foden might have scored, or Foden nearly scored, I think. So Man City, all they can do is have a moment of magic, you know, from Haaland. But I think Saliba has what it takes, you know, to deal with him. So I definitely feel as though we can, you know, beat Man City. I think a draw against Man City, personally, it's better than a loss, but I think we've got to win. We've got to go to their ground and get a win from them. But I know I've said we've got other difficult fixtures. So I feel like, yeah, we've got a really important games coming up, definitely, which would be really good for us. But yeah, my first Arsenal title was 1989, and I hope 2024 is yours too. Oh, thank you, Phil. I know 1989 for me was absolutely incredible achievement by the club, and I absolutely love watching the documentary. I always watch it; it always gives me goosebumps. But it is hard for me because, you know, like the Carabao Cup, I know it's not a massive trophy. I know it's not like a league title or Champions League. But it just makes me want to see Arsenal win things more. But yeah, I think for me, I just want Arsenal to win the league. I know how much it will mean to the players, to the manager, and everyone at the club. And it's just great to see the togetherness around at Arsenal. So I really would love that. It would mean so much to me. But yeah, I think we've really got to wait and see what happens and stay positive and think, you know, we've still got to believe. I don't think we should ever stop losing that hope. But yeah, I think we're gonna stay positive through it all and still believe because we're up there. Definitely. I'm interested to see who will get top four though, because I really want us to, you know, I don't want Spurs to get it. I know it's Spurs, Villa, United. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see who obviously does get that spot. I mean, I think Villa could do it, you know. I really can see that happening. I know Spurs have, you know, dropped a few points at the moment. They've lost some games that they should kind of win. But yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see regarding that, what happens there. But yeah, a big thank you to all of you that have just checked out my channel, my video today. I really appreciate it. It means so much. But yeah, I'm going to end the stream in a moment or two because I'll be back very soon. I've been on here for about 40 minutes. I appreciate you guys checking it out. But like I've said, do check out my new Twitter at the moment so I keep in contact with you guys. Because I don't want to, you know, lose that really. Even though I might get my account back. So yeah, I do appreciate you guys, you know, checking out. It does mean so much to me. Because yeah, you guys, I love you guys. But yeah, please do hit the like button, like I said, do subscribe, and have a wonderful evening. Whatever you're doing, have a wonderful Sunday evening. I'll be back after games usually. I just couldn't do last night, but I'll keep you up to date as well. I do a lot of YouTube community posts as well, so I will always, you know, keep doing that as well. But I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening. Yeah, Villa, I think so too as well. Wokie Cookie, thank you so much for checking out my stream. Have a wonderful evening, everyone, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.